Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today we are going to discuss our second lecture regarding educational leadership and management. In this lecture, we will discuss qualities of leaders, then what are 5 rules of leadership, then what are the principles of leadership, then process of leadership. After the process of leadership, we will discuss what is management, what are different types of management, and what is the difference between managers and leaders. In simple terms, leadership is simple guidance or direction. We can say that action of leading a group of people or an organization. Then other very simple definition, we can say that state or position of being a leader. Then we can also say that the leaders of an organization or a country, this is leadership. A very simple definition of leadership, that is the art of motivating a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal. In Wikipedia, the definition of leadership is both a research area and practical skill encompassing the ability of an individual or organization to lead or guide other individuals, teams, or entire organizations. Leadership is the process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement. Similarly, we can say that leadership that is the attitude assumed by those looking for something different who are committed to achieve a goal. Here, we can say that leadership is about reducing fear and increasing hope. It's inspiring and demonstrating that you care about the people who follow you. Now we discuss the qualities of good leadership. Whether running your own business or leading teams in an office setting, the best leaders require a strong set of leadership qualities to help positively interact with their employees, with team members, with clients, with the society members. Some behavioral theories suggest that leadership skills are not ingrained and can be taught. People can obtain leadership qualities through teaching and learning these skills over time. The most important qualities of a good leader include: number 1, honesty and integrity; number 2, confidence; number 3, commitment and patience; number 4, good communicator; number 5, decision making capabilities. Management is about persuading people to do things they do not want to do, while leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could be. Here, very first quality we can say, that is honesty and integrity. A leader should be very much honest. He should have the quality of integrity. What is integrity? Integrity is doing the right thing even no one is watching. There are many things to look for the people with integrity. For example, apologize for mistakes, highlights the works of their employees, giving the benefit of doubt when circumstances are unclear, being appreciative of people's time. Then the next point is confidence. To be an effective leader, you need to roll up your sleeves and take charge. This includes being confident enough to lead, knowing that your plans and vision are not only viable for the team but the absolute best decision possible. If you lack confidence in a leadership, people will spot that quickly Make it till you make it, they say about confidence, and that is 100% true. The more that you believe in yourself, the more you will be able to manage any stressful situation. True leaders are the ones that don't just talk about problems but come up with their own solutions fearlessly. The third quality is commitment and passion. A leader should be very much committed to obey the rules, policies, to follow the organization. He should be committed to his work. Then he should have the quality of passion. If a leader does not convey passion and intensity, then there will be no passion and intensity with the organization, and they will start to fall down and get depressed. So, a leader should have the qualities of commitment and passion. Then, the fourth point is that leader should be a good communicator. If you are in a leadership role, good communication skills are absolutely crucial. Using language to perform one to one communication is really all that we have as human beings. Yes, there are non-verbal cues, but being able to express yourself openly and build empathy with other people is the foundation of effective leadership. And what is the first most important part of communication? That is listening. Right up there with empathy. The only way to get people to follow you is to make them feel heard. One of the favorite quotes from Dale, that is how to win friends and influence people, is talk to someone about themselves and they will listen for hours. This is 100% true. The more you make real eye contact and show sincere interest in the lives of others, the more people will be magnetically drawn to you and passionately speak about their lives. They will become inspired, feel heard, and being to know, like, and trust you. Regarding the communication part, when you show no interest, lack eye contact, and pretend not to care about personal stories that other people tell, they will automatically shut down, stop sharing as much, and feel self conscious about their own interest. So, we can say that communication is very important part of a good leader. Then there is another quality of good leadership, that is decision making. It is said great leaders are great decision makers. Great leaders understand how to balance emotions with reason and make decisions that positively impact themselves, their employees, their customers and stakeholders, and their organizations. Leaders often have to make challenging decisions, such as what directions to move their company in, whether to keep an employee. Great leaders understand how to balance emotions. Great leaders also know when to move quickly and proceed with the available information. Then the other quality of great leaders, that is accountability. What is accountability? For accountability, an effective leaders needs to follow the advice of Arnold Glosso. What is the advice? A good leader takes little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit. Yes, a strong leader is accountable for the team's results. What will be the results? The results are good or bad. They hold themselves and their employees accountable for their actions, which create a sense of responsibility among the team. The good leader give credit where credit is due and take responsibility for blame when necessary. Being accountable and leading by example is one of the quickest way a leader can build trust with their team. The other quality is delegation and empowerment. A difficult transition for many leaders is shifting from doing to leading. Here I have used the word doing to leading. Many new leaders are accustomed to doing all the work themselves and struggle to let others handle responsibility on their own. Great leaders must elevate their team. They must be more essential and less involved. This requires leaders to shape others' thoughts and ideas toward a common goal. They give their team everything they need to successful and get out of the way, not directing their path but setting clear expectations and explaining where the finish line is. Yes, similarly, there is empowerment, and then comes how a good leader inspires others. Yes, how a good leader inspires others. Another quality that defines a good leader is being inspiration. Being able to inspire your team is great for focusing on the company's vision and goals, but it is also important for the team during their current projects. When your team are drowning in workload or their morale is low, you as a leader need to be inspiring and start finding ways to inspire your team. It is your job to keep spirit up, and that begins with an appreciation for the hard work that they have put in. Start off by giving words of encouragement once in a while. Then another quality that a good leader is optimistic. First, you should know the definition of optimism. Optimism is a mental attitude reflecting a belief or hope that the outcome of some specific endeavor or outcomes in general will be positive, favorable, and desirable. The term it is derived from the Latin word optimum, meaning best. Being optimistic in the typical sense of the word is defined as expecting the best possible outcome from any given situation. This is usually referred to in psychology. A leader should be very much optimistic regarding the decisions, regarding the communication, or some other issues with his organization. The other quality is that is supports and facilitates the teams. A remarkable amount of time, effort, and money has been devoted to the study of leadership. Despite all this, there is little agreement about exactly what leadership is. Still, people know effective leadership when they see it, and while great leaders may sometimes be born that way, there are certain traits that great leaders share in the common that anyone can practice and adopt to become more effective. What qualities are those? The best quality that is a leader supports and facilitates the team. For people to do their very best work, they need an organizational environment that supports team by making it safe to take risks, to tell the truth, and to speak up without being punished for doing so. Support your employees by creating this kind of environment. They should not have any kind of fear regarding the punishment. They should be facilitated, and it will facilitate their progress towards attaining the organization goals. Now we go to the next topic. Today's our next topic, that is 5 rules of leadership. These 5 rules are: shape the future, then make things happen, then engage today's talent. The fourth one is build the next generation, and the last one is invest in yourself. Now we go towards the explanation for these 5 rules. Very first, it is shape the future. This rule is embodied in the strategist dimensions of the leader. Where are we going? And make sure that those around them understand the direction as well. The leaders figure out whether the organization needs to go to succeed. They test these ideas against current resources. These resources may be money, these resources may be people, organizational capabilities, and the work with others to figure out how to get from the present to the desired future. Strategists have a vision about the future and are able to position their organization to create and respond to the future. The second point in the rules of leadership, that is make things happen. Turn what you know into what you do. How will we make sure we get to where we are doing? Accountability. Assign accountability. Know which key decisions to take and which to delegate, and make sure that the team work well together. The leaders keep promises to multiple stakeholders. The rules around discipline for getting things done and the technical expertise to get the right things done right. The third point in the rules of leadership, that is engage today's talent. It is very important point. Leaders who optimize talent answer the question, who goes with us on our business journey? The talented managers know how to identify, how to build, and how to engage their talent to get the needed results, to get the desired goals. They identify what skills are required. They draw the talent to their organizations. They engage their people. They communicate extensively and ensure that employees turn in their best efforts. Very much talented managers generate intense personal, professional, and organizational loyalty. The rules for talent managers center around resolution that help people develop themselves for the good of organization. Yes, the leader should be very much talent. Then the fourth rule, that a leader should build the next generation. Leaders who are human capital developers answer the question, who stays and sustains the organization for the next generation. Very much talented managers ensure shorter term results through people, while human capital developers ensure that the organization has the long term competencies required for future strategy success. They ensure that the organization will outlive a single individual. Throughout the organization, the leaders build a workforce plan focused on the future talent, understand how to develop the talent, and help employees see their future careers within the company. Human capital developers install rules that demonstrate a pledge to build the next generation of talent. The leadership should have strong capacities or capabilities to build the next generation. The fifth rule is invest in yourself. At the heart of the leadership core, literally, we can say that it is personal proficiency. Effective leaders cannot be reduced to what they know or what they do. Who they are as human beings has everything to do with how much they can accomplish with and through other people. Leaders are learners from success, from failure, from assignments, from books, from classes, people, etc. Passionate about their beliefs and interests, they expend an enormous personal energy and attention on whatever matters to them. Effective leaders inspire loyalty and goodwill in others because they themselves act with integrity and interest. What should be what qualities they create? It is the investment in yourself. Then we move that leaders are learner from they learn from success. The good leaders learn from failure. The good leaders learn from assignments, book classes. Good leaders learn from other people's, their juniors, from the society. They learn from the practical life. They learn from the books. They learn from classes. Now we move to the topic that is principles of leadership. There are different principles of leadership. Some of these are: know yourself and seek self-improvement. A leader should know about himself. He should seek the improvement. Then comes be technically proficient. He should be proficient. He should be very much proficient. Then the third principle is seek responsibility. A good leader must seek the responsibility. Then fourth point is take responsibility of yourself. A good leader must take the responsibility of himself. He should not only take the responsibility of himself but also other people working in the organization. Then comes make sound and timely decisions. He should take the decisions within time, well in time. He should make sound decisions. Then he should set the examples. He should be a role model. He should set the examples to subordinates, to other people working in the organization. Then comes know your people and look out for their well-being. He should be very much polite. He should have benefits to other people working in the organization. Then comes keep your workers informed. Every kind of task, rules or policies must be informed to the people working in the organization. Then comes develop a sense of responsibility in your workers. Yes, this is very important point. The sense of responsibility should be created among the workers by a good leader. Then comes ensure that tasks are understood, supervised and accomplished. He should also ensure he should have the guarantee that the tasks that are being performed in the organization, they should be understood, comprehend. These tasks should be supervised and these tasks should be completed and accomplished well in time. Here there is a quote by Adams: if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. Can we say here? Again I repeat this: if your actions inspire others, then we can say that to dream more, to learn more, to do more and to become more, then you are a great leader. Now we go to the process of great leadership. Anyone in a management or supervisory role is a leader, but not everyone in those positions exhibit true leadership. Think of leadership as next level management. The best leaders take their expert management skills and combine them with people skills to become well rounded and highly successful. Here, the first part that we can say in the process of great leadership, that is challenge the process. The other topic today, that is the process of great leadership. The road to great leadership that is common to successful leaders influence. Very first point, this is challenge the process. First, find a process that you believe needs to be improved the most. Then comes inspired a share vision. Share your vision in words that can be understood or that can be comprehended by your followers, by your co-workers. Then comes enable others to act. Give your juniors or subordinates or your followers, give them the tools and methods to solve the problems. And lastly, there comes encourage the heart. Share the glory with your followers' hearts while keeping the pains within your own. Move now to what is management. A very simple definition of management is that management is the process of controlling things and people. If there has been any management in the business, it has been concealed. Again, there are some other definitions that management is the process of planning, decision making, organizing, leading, motivating, and controlling the human resources, controlling the financial, physical, and information resources of an organization to reach its goals in an efficient and effective manner. What are the concerns of managers? Managers should have human productivity, they should have budgets, they should deal with the legal issues, they should create work environment, they should have customer services, then they should have quality control. Then the topic that we are going to discuss, this is types of managers. There are two main types of managers. These are traditional managers and agile managers. First we discuss traditional managers. Yes, what are traditional managers? In a nutshell, what defines traditional management is the belief that managers are thinkers and employees are doers. Traditional management system focus on goals and objectives that the senior management of the company establish. The evaluation style of traditional management is the controlling teams, top-down leadership, failure, and then embarrassment, and then they blame the team. Then comes agile managers. If we discuss the agile manager, then we can say that agile manager is someone who realize management task. What kind of management tasks? That are not done by the team itself. This means it can be a department manager, business unit manager, IT manager, etc. Their style is coaching, and in the coaching style they trust their teams, the leadership in the servant way. If there is failure, then it is leadership experience, and they advocate for the teams. Now we have common things in traditional and agile managers. These common things are that both access training and development, the need for the training and development is necessary in both types. Both the managers means traditional and agile managers, they feel responsible for team performance. Both have to report obstacles and progress to upper management, means that traditional and agile managers have to provide or create reports and progress for the upper management. Now we shall see the difference between managers and leaders. What is a manager? A manager is a person responsible for controlling or administering an organization or group of staff, whereas a leader is a person who leads, commands a group of people, especially the head of a country and organization. Then a manager is a person who controls the professional and business activities, whereas a leader is a person who rules, guides, or inspires others. Management is doing things right, leadership is doing right things. This is very common difference. It is very clear that management is doing things right and the leadership is doing right things. One thing that is very clear, that one can be a leader, one can be a manager, one can be both. You see this quotation that one can be a leader, one can be a manager, one can be both. If there is a person who is the leader, some persons have the qualities of leaders, some persons have the qualities of managers, but there are some people who have both qualities for leading and managing. Now we see that what is leadership and management share, that both should have the qualities of professionalism, both should have knowledge, both should have interpersonal skills. Both leaders and managers need the goodwill of those who follow. Both have the goodwill for the people, for their juniors, for their subordinates, for the work people or personnel working in any organization. Then there are also some differences between managers and leaders. Managers make people, leaders lead people. This is a major difference. Then managers navigate the roads to get there, but leaders set the destinations. Then comes managers cultivate creating stability, but leaders cultivate change. Then comes managers set plans with details, but on the other hand, leaders set direction. Then we can say that managers oversee the current process well, but leaders want to create the future. Managers must achieve balance, but leaders need to make change. Managers think execution, but leaders think ideas. Managers are comfortable with control, but leaders welcome risk. Managers avoid conflict, but leaders use conflict. Managers go on the existing roads, but leaders go towards the direction. Do organization need both? Means, do organization need managers as well as leaders? Yes. As you can see, managers and leaders are two different people. Smart organization value both and work hard to make each a part of their team. It means that organization needs both leaders as well as managers, because both have separate roles and organizations need both kind of people. At the end, there is conclusion that leaders and managers have different goals. Good leaders do not always make good managers. Similarly, it will be vice versa. Leaders and managers need The boy inform those they lead or manage, and motivation is one tool to encourage by